Interesting-ish. Can people see us? And I'm not sure where you'd actually say that you can see us. Maybe general or something. Spam general if you can hear us and see us. Oh. Take that as a no. Hey, someone can hear us. Okay. Oh no, there's just a slight delay. Oh no. Oh no, spam. Okay, in which case, welcome everyone to CS Society's Night. Wow, that was spam. With me, we've got Andrea from AFNOM and Stan from GDS, and I'm here representing CSS. And we're going to give a quick sort of overview of what our societies do, how you can get involved, and then we can all sort of hang out and you can ask the speakers any questions in some Ask channels, which should be in the Discord and hopefully visible and joinable once that's done. So, without any further ado, I'm going to give a little presentation from CSS and work out how to share my screen. Okay, hopefully everyone can see that. And my terrible camera. So, welcome to CSS. We are the biggest departmental society in CS, and we're home to anyone who's got an interest in computing, whether you're a CS student or someone else doing something completely different but interested in computers. We are a part of the Guild of Students, which is the Students' Union at Birmingham, and it includes all sorts of things from representing students at the university to running club nights like Fab and Fresh and supporting societies like us. We are also a part of the EPS community, and EPS is the College of Engineering and Physical Sciences. So that's the group of different schools like engineering and maths and computer science, which make up a proportion of the university. And of course, most importantly, do say hello to our mascot Tech, who you'll be seeing on all sorts of publicity, and you may even be able to collect some stickers of Tech to put on your laptop throughout the course of the year. But CSS, we run lots of events. 3 main types. So we've got socials, like, I guess, the talks and board games and things tonight, including pub nights and the meal at Ming Moon later in the week. We also run tech events, so things like workshops, teaching how to do Git, Python, we might have some guest lecturers coming in, all sorts of interesting things, all CS related. And then we'll also have some careers events. So there'll be things like talks from our sponsors and workshops focusing on things like how to improve your CV, how to get the best advice on applying to work in industry. And then finally, we also have some special events. So these are things like our Christmas meal, which we've run every year, the ball, which we've also been doing for ages, and also we may be throwing in some extra things like in the past we've run a trip to Bletchley Park where Alan Turing and others broke the Enigma code in the 1940s. But how can you get involved? Well, this week, if you have a look at cssbham.com/calendar, you can get involved with the Scavenger Hunt. So looking around campus, exploring it, and answering some questions. And if you complete the Scavenger Hunt and come back to the CSS stall in the Computer Science Atrium, you'll be able to claim a little gift, a tech sticker that you can put on your laptops from the CSS committee members who will be stood in the stall all week. If you're also interested and you're a CSS member, you will be able to claim a t-shirt as well from the stall. And if you've got any other questions about CSS, feel free to fire them at the vulnerable committee members who'll be standing behind the stall. On Wednesday as well, we've got Ming Moon. So turn up to the CS atrium at 1 PM and we'll be going for a trip to one of the Chinese buffets in the Chinese Quarter in the city centre. We'll be starting at the atrium, getting the train into New Street, and then walking to Ming Moon from there. It costs $10.99 per person, as well as train tickets, but that should be easy to buy. So if you're interested, feel free to rock up and join us. Then a week after that, we'll be running a break just on Discord, just hang out and chill and complain about your week and about the fact that you've had to get up for something horrible like 10 AM for a lecture, which is terrifying. Then, that week we'll also have the EPS Societies Fair. So it'll be us, along with AFNOM, GDS, and lots of other EPS societies, from Math Soc to Space Soc. You get an opportunity to talk to the different committee members and engage in and find out what their societies will be like. And then finally, well, we've also got the pub night. Sorry, been our first pub night since December 2019, but we've been running pub nights for, well, over a decade now. And we'll be going to the Bristol Pear in Selly Oak, which is just down the road, and we'll have a walking train from CS, and we'll have you directions of where to go. It should be a great opportunity to let your hair down and drink whatever, and hopefully meet lots of people, chat to friends, new and old. And then, in a few weeks after that, we'll be looking at hosting at EGM, which is an important part of sort of governance, and we'll be looking at electing a first year rep and a PGT rep to represent their respective cohorts on the committee, so we can get as many different people involved in CSS as possible. Other things you can get involved in include Minecraft. If you head to that IP address, you or that DNS address, you can get to our Minecraft server, including the survival world and a pretty impressive UOB logo that someone made. And then finally, the biggest part of CSS at the moment, since we're virtual, so many things, is the Discord. You can just hang out here, spam channels, avoid that, talk to people, make friends. Feel free to jump into the voice channels anytime if you want to chat. There are always people around. Ask any questions, anything you need help with. People are here. It should be like the CS school, but online. We'll be super welcoming, and any questions you've got, we'll be happy to help. And hopefully that about does it for me. Next up, we'll have Stan from GDS. So hopefully Stan is on the call. Although this may be my internet.
Hello?
Hello.
Do you see me?
Well, hey. See you and hear you loud and clear.
Okay. So, hello and welcome to everyone. We are the GDS, the Games Development Society at the University of Birmingham. We'll go directly to tell you what we do and what is our purpose here. So, we do games and encourage people from all different levels to build games from scratch, till completion, and publishing it online. And we teach people to use a variety of technologies such as Unity and Godot game engines. At the societies, we do game jams. It's like similar to the hackathons. It could be week-long or 24 hours, depending on the restrictions during the pandemic. It is good to especially to attend this not to say compulsory, because you can not only learn more, but you can also win big prizes. The game jam we are preparing next will be Halloween. It could be, we could do it at the end of October during Halloween. Uh, Also, it is not necessary to know anything if you don't have any experience with game design and development before, because we provide tutorials both for beginners and advanced levels. Also, we do talk events and workshops that are both brought to us by the students in the society, and also by people we are working with from the industry. And at last, we also do game evenings and socials. We do encourage also people and prepare them to attend major game jams, such as the Global Game Jam that is happening in January. Also, another popular one which is Woodon Dare. And this year we participated in the National Student Esports Game Jam, which had really big prizes, and the first place was took by our former president. So these are some of the game jams we prepared last year, and also some of the games that were made to it. During the welcome week, you can find us at the store at the society's fair until 4 p.m. And also the week after that, we're gonna have our first weekly game dev meeting. And join us in Discord. Later on, we will continue with some demonstration on games we made and were successful in the society. And do you have yes, I forgot to mention also the committee, which you're gonna meet later. And do you have any questions?
Brill. Yeah, if you've got any questions, then Stan, Andrea, and I will be in the Ask channels.
If not, we can proceed to the next presenter.
Absolutely. Brill. And yeah, if you've got any questions, the Ask channels is where to go. Andrea. You are on mute.
I know, I'm just setting up in my own time. So, hi everyone, I am Andrea, or Nico3, and I am here to tell you a bit about AFNOM. And the very first thing I will tell you about it is what our name actually stands for, because it might just be a bit odd. So our name actually stands for a finite number of monkeys. So who are we and what do we actually do? Well, we are the University of Birmingham's monkey-inspired, as the name might have, hinted, monkey-inspired hacking club. And we like to think of ourselves as fine purveyors of cybersecurity shenanigans since always, or more precisely since 2011, and that's when we had our very first meeting. Sorry? Oh. I mean, I can see them in my own stream. Can we get a bit of confirmation whether people can see my slides? Oh, okay. Thank you. Yeah, so what do we get up to? So we hold sessions every Wednesday afternoon from 3 to 5. And we will be meeting virtually for the first term, but we will be revising this for the second term, when we are really hoping that we'll be able to have in-person meetings. And during these meetings, basically, we hack things, really. So, for example, we try to find flaws in systems that would allow us to access data that we really shouldn't be able to access. And obviously, we do this, all of this, on systems that we have permission to hack or systems that have been specially designed for training purposes. So don't ever try to hack something you're not allowed to. And all of this helps us learn new skills. A big part of what we do is also participating in capture the flag competitions, and I will actually tell you a bit more about these in a minute. And we also really enjoy lockpicking. There's a really nice equivalence between gaining access to a digital system and gaining access to a physical location. And we sometimes go to the local hackspace in Digbeth, where they run sessions on how to lockpick, and they have like so many blocks to go through that I've been, I think, for 3 years in a row, and I haven't like finished all their locks. It's really great fun. And lastly, we love CSS quizzes, and we have managed to win a couple of them in the past. So just to give you like a quick glimpse of how our sessions look like, I mentioned that in the first term they will be online, and we've done it online all past year, and it went really well. And when we do them like in person, we usually book a room either in the school or in the learning center just across CS, and we just bring our laptops and we work together on solving a hacking problem or a challenge. So we are a very sociable bunch, actually, and this is just as important to us as our hacking session. So after a session, we like to relax and just have a nice chat. We have done these socials both virtually and in person since the restrictions have eased, and it's a really great way to get to know people who share an interest in cybersecurity. And I've mentioned Ctfs earlier, so let's actually find out what they are. So Ctf stands for Capture the Flag, and they're really fun hacking competitions. So we've participated in both in-person Ctfs when they were in the UK. So we've actually gone to Cambridge, to Manchester, to Southampton, and we've been sponsored by the very generous security research group in our school. And we also do online Ctfs, which tend to be more like international competitions. And we've competed against hacking teams from across the world. And we actually do quite well in the UK. And last year we were the second best UK academic team. We take great pride in our accomplishments. And we even have like a wall of fame in CS. Though I do have to admit that it needs a bit of upkeep because the blue tack failed on a few of the posters, so I need to put them back up. And besides competing in these Ctfs, we also run our very own competition, which is What the Ctf, and it's designed by AFNOM members, past and present, and it happens in the second term. It's a great event where you can basically put together all the skills that you'll learn in our sessions, and you know just go for the win. So if you're interested in either competing in What the Ctf or designing challenges for it, keep an eye out on our channels, and we'll have some more info upcoming. And you know, do you want to get involved in anything we do? Well, it's incredibly simple. So we don't have any sort of official membership. You just have to turn up to our sessions. We don't require any sort of previous experience, and especially now at the beginning of term, we will be running introductory sessions for everyone. So really all you need is an interest in hacking and cybersecurity. And our first event is going to be the Linux Install Fest on 29th of September. We're doing this together with CSS. And Linux is an open source operating system, and it's very popular both in the hacking community, but but also just in the broader, more general CS community. So what we want to do is we want to help anyone who would like to install Linux, who would like to give it a try. We want to help them have a smooth experience with getting it all up and running. And our first hacking session will be on the 6th of October, where we will actually be combining learning how to use Linux with learning some basic hacking skills on it. And finally, before I finish off, I actually want to give a shout out to Hendo for preparing these slides for me. And the reason why I'm actually saying this is because it's really representative of how AFNOM works as a society. We're a cooperative, a collective, if you will, of people that have the same interests. And we like working together and sharing things. And we share responsibilities and we share knowledge. And we absolutely love sharing our love of cybersecurity with anyone who is interested. So if you would like to join our community and be part of it, hop onto our Discord server and say hi. I look forward to seeing you there. Thank you.
Great. In which case, hopefully everyone found that interesting. Remember, there's the CSS stall in the atrium all the rest of the week with t-shirts available as well as stickers. And for now, hopefully on the Discord, you should all be in groups of some people. These people are also CS students probably and are friendly. You can talk to them. They may even talk back. Also, down in the bottom of the channel lists, there are games. So if you want to go into one of those channels to play those games, go for it. If not, then me, Andrea, and Stan, along with Misha from GDS, are going to be in the Ask channels. So if you want to ask any questions about the societies, jump in there. If not, I hope you have a lovely evening and hang around in the Discord to have fun with everyone else. Thanks.